In this video, I want to share with you some of the success stories and websites that have been created by my viewers who have watched my Amazon affiliate website tutorials. So let's get started. Hello, it's Alex here from WP Eagle. Thanks for watching. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the websites that my viewers have let me know about in terms of the ones that they've set up after following one of my video tutorials. If you're not seeing those videos, I will put a link to the playlist that contains all of my Amazon affiliate tutorials in a card just up here, or is it up there? One or two, and in the description below. Now, all the sites in this video have been created by viewers of my channel, just like you. And I'm happy to say that a few of them have shared with me their visitor numbers and even how much money they're making, which I will also share with you, which should hopefully inspire you to go off and watch one of my tutorials and create your own site. So let's get on the computer and have a look at some of these sites. The first site I want to talk about is this one here, which is PokemonGoBracelet.com, which was sent in to me by a chap called Benjamin. Now, he set up a very simple site using the Kingdom theme and WooZone. He's not even put a slider yet or done any other styling, but he's loaded it full of Pokemon products, which is obviously a great niche to be in right now as Pokemon is blowing up big styley. Now, the thing that blew me away with this guy is his earnings, and he was kind enough to share with me the sort of money that this site is bringing in. He even sent me a little screenshot, so here you go. Yeah, that's nice. $646 in the last 30 days. And he tells me that on average he's getting just under 1,000 every month from this site. So that's fantastic. He hasn't even done a huge amount of SEO or anything like that. I mean, there is a blog on here. And obviously, if you watch my videos, you'll know that I recommend that you blog as much as you possibly can, creating content and adding value to your site. But yeah, he's added a few Pokemon posts. I think what we've got here, five or six there. And for that, he's getting some good Pokemon traffic. And of course, looking at that sales report, he's getting some real nice commissions. So well done, Benjamin. Good site and good luck. And he tells me that he's been inspired now to go off and create some more. I think he's doing one around the cooking niche and some others. So that's the thing. Once you've created a site, you can then go on and replicate it, create more in different niches, and build up your revenue that way. The next site I want to share with you today is from a viewer called Mary, who set up this great little site around photography, lenses and camera gear and all that sort of stuff. Again, it's using the Kingdom theme, and it's got a range of products. The great thing about this one is that some of the products are of a very high value. For example, these Nikon and the Canon. I'm a Canon guy personally, but hey, Nikon's there as well. You can see the kind of prices of these camera bodies. We're talking nearly $6,000. So the commission on that is going to be tasty. It's early days for this site. It's not been up long, but there are some blog posts coming through, which is great. And they've also added this widget here, which is a Amazon discount finder, which is something that I've not used in my tutorials, but I'm definitely going to be checking out because it looks really cool in terms of being able to show people stuff that's on Amazon that's on a discount. Now, Mary says she's going to keep me up to date in terms of earnings and traffic and all that sort of stuff. So when I hear something, I will, of course, share it with you in the next Success Stories video. The next site came in from a viewer called David, who has obviously followed my tutorial using the Flatsome theme. So he's got a great looking site here, all around hiking poles and boots and backpacks and all your sort of hiking, walking gear, which is a cool niche to get into. Now, again, it's early days for this site. He's got a couple of blog posts. Obviously needs to add a few more just to fill out the site. But even so, he tells me that he's done nearly $1,000 in sales. And I'm guessing when he says sales, that's the total Amazon sales, which would mean he would have earned a commission of maybe 5-6% on that, which is still nice. You know, that's $50-$60 in your pocket, which is a great start, and for a site that's still quite young. So, yeah, again, I love this site. I love the design. I love the imagery that he's found, obviously using stock images and that sort of stuff. You can really put together a site that looks professional and that ranks relatively quickly and earns you commission relatively quickly, which is always good news. The next site I want to share with you is from a viewer called Pippy. This is a site all about her, she's got her own t-shirt thing going on. This is actually her own product, which is quite interesting. But then she's obviously mixed it up with RV paraphernalia, accessories, that sort of thing. Again, really cool niche, not something I would have thought about. And obviously a big thing, I think, in America. You know, get your RV, load up with a barbecue and all that sort of stuff, and head out into the wilderness. She tells me, although the site is only a few months old, she is already earning some revenue. I'm not quite sure on the exact figures, and that's fine. I mean, obviously everyone wants to share with me how much money they're earning, but she says the money has started to come in, which is great news. By the way, I will add links to all of these sites in the description below the video, so be sure to click through and check them out in more detail yourself. This site was sent in by Malcolm, who set this up. It's all around drums. He obviously works in the music business, and he tells me that the site was set up, I think, back in October. He's obviously loaded up with loads of products. He's using the Kingdom theme again. It's looking really nice. He started adding some blog posts, and in fact I spoke to him on Skype just the other week, and obviously encouraged him to do some more blog stuff, and it looks like he has, because there's one that's just been posted just the other day. He tells me that traffic is a bit slow at the moment, although there has been a couple of sales, which is good, and he knows that he needs to do more social media, more blogs, and that kind of thing to really drive some traffic. I gave him some ideas, in fact, in terms of the sort of content he needs to be doing. So this sort of thing is great, where you're kind of really targeting your posts onto a specific set of products, for example, electronic drums, and then refining it even further by, you know, under 500 quid, or the best for a home studio, or whatever. So you're getting really specific. That way you can pick up some of that really specific traffic from Google that no one else is ranking for. The final site I want to share with you today is bestpetsupplies.store, which was created by a viewer called Tony. Again, I spoke to him on Skype just the other day. He's over in Finland. And the reason I want to share with you this site is, although it's very new, I don't think there's any traffic or revenue to speak of. I think he only got it live like a week or so ago. I just wanted to show you the design. He's using Flatsum, but he's using a slightly different template to the one that I use in my tutorial video, which is great. You know, if you've got the skills and the confidence to go off and do that, you can do some really cool things with Flatsum. And yeah, I just love the look of this homepage. Loads of lovely imagery, and yeah, it really just does feel like a nice, you know, shop, as it were, which is what you want to do. You don't want to look like just a spammy affiliate site. You want to be a site that adds value, looks good, and you know, instills some sort of trust in your viewer that makes them want to click around and obviously ultimately click through to Amazon. Again, we spoke about blogs, and I gave some ideas and how important they are, and I can see that, you know, since that chat, which was just the other day, he has been putting a blog post up pretty much every day, which is great news, and I'm sure he'll be getting some traffic really soon, and in turn some commissions. Thanks for watching. I hope you found that interesting and you're now inspired to go and set up your own website. I'd really appreciate it if you could click the like button below. That really helps me out, and please do subscribe by clicking up here to be the first to know when I upload videos. I'll also put a link right here to my latest Amazon affiliate tutorial, which you might want to check out right now. Anyway, until next time, it's bye for now.